Yeah, so that's not the way we wanted to end the season now, was it?
No, it wasn't, but great live stream.
That was a fun live stream. I mean,
Mhm.
that was a good time. But yeah, not exactly the ending well, I want to put it like that because a lot of folks wanted Art gone, so thus the ending probably gets that. But I'll never ever like being kicked the shit out of by the Saints ever,
Yeah,
and
no
that's what
way.
that was. But anyway, let's talk about it, man. Let's get it going. And welcome in, folks, to episode 155, the last recap uh, show of the season. Unfortunately, we hoped we were going to get a playoff game, but we did not, obviously. But here on the Variety Sports Network, coming to you in the Clutch Studios, as always, man. Shout out to Variety Sports. Make sure you guys check them out and subscribe to them and check out the shows they got going on. So first of all, man, thanks to y'all that came by for the live stream. While we live streamed the second half for anybody that didn't know. So if y'all came by, much appreciated. That was fun. It wasn't fun watching what we were watching because it was just it was a fun first half. I mean, other than the defense kind of giving up, a lot of points, but second half was terrible. Was just flat out terrible from every aspect, defensively, offensively, quarterback, everything was just bad. So for anybody that wanted Arthur gone, I don't know how the hell he survives this. I have no idea. And I haven't had a chance to see anything post game yet because we literally just I just came upstairs and reset everything up and started this over again. So I'll have to watch it later and see what happens. So we figured we'd go ahead and just run into the recap show and just let people get their feelings out in the chat. We're gonna, like I said, I have no script. I have nothing to go by. We're just gonna sit here and talk about the game, whatever y'all want to talk about. And so coming up in the next week or two, Mike and I will do a full review of the season. We'll go offensively, defensively, special teams, maybe even, and talk about each player. May or may not do grades, but we'll at least talk about the player, how what we thought of them in the season, and then of course, draft talk will be starting up like immediately. And then tomorrow we're probably gonna get some news one way or the other, either yay or nay for Arthur keeping his job. So might do a quick show tomorrow based on what happens then. So there'll be, just keep your eyes on the channel, man, to keep locked to us on the social media accounts. Out of your effing mind on Twitter, out of your Falcon mind on TikTok and on Instagram. And we'll let you know how the shows are going to, because we have no idea. We're just kind of going to wing it. And whatever they do is kind of going to dictate how we do our shows. So, and shout out to Big Low and JR too for coming through and joining us during the live stream. That was cool of them to do as well. And if you're here, make sure to like the video for us. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, man. Hope you guys enjoy the content. If you've been here with us all season, thank you so much. This will be our second and a half. That's 2.5 seasons now we've done, I guess, because we started halfway through 21. And so we haven't had a winning one yet, buddy. So hopefully next year is a magic, we can get some winning going on like that one. But yeah, man. So we both have I've got a beer, got some Fat Tire Ale going on. What you got there?
I just went and as soon as the live stream ended, right? I knew John was going to give me about 10 minutes before he was set up and ready to go. And when I tell you, I jumped in my car and I summoned the spirit of Jeff Gordon. And I went to the liquor store, and I got me a Flying Embers margarita cocktail inspired drink, strawberry guava, 10% alcohol.
Look at you,
I can only drink one. I'm a lightweight, so I just go get one because I just wanted to drink with y'all guys just to celebrate a great season of Out of Your Falcon Mind. I don't mean a great Out of Atlanta season. Let me clear that up. A great season of Out of Your Falcon Mind. And I wanted to thank you all for joining me because, again, I said this on the live stream, but I want to say it to everybody here. I wouldn't have took today well. I really do take it bad, and I take it way harder than I should. I'm not on the team, but I would have been down. I'd have been really pissed, like genuinely pissed and genuinely sad, and I would have been venting, and it would have took a turn, but it just didn't because all y'all was with me, and we got to joke around and play around, and we got to share our trauma together. It's all right to get pulled over if the cops pull you over and your man in the car, it's not that bad. You know, it's just when you're alone and you go to jail. It's a really lonely feeling. So I just wanted to thank everybody that came through the stream. And again, hard game to watch, but it was a lot easier having you guys there. So thank you. Me and John are kind of way off script today. We never live stream a game, and we don't usually come on Sunday. So we off script today, but it's a good day. And I do want to say this. The bright spot was Matty Ice in the booth. Okay, my man was
It
in the
was.
booth. It's me and John are wearing Matt Ryan jerseys. My man was in the booth. I can't be but so mad. Love the guy to death. He was calling the game. I thought that part of it was awesome, but tough game to watch. But season over with. Y'all wanted the coach gone, like John said. I don't know how you survived that one, so he's probably out of here.
Yeah, I don't know either.
To y'all.
And I will say this. I mean, like the defense was obviously 48 points. I mean, I know your offense set you up pretty piss poorly with a few turnovers. Obviously, that was bad, but defense again wasn't good this week. And the quarterback play, Ritter came out firing and was looking hell in that first half. I mean, I was like, "Who is this guy?" 31 yards in the first half, 14 to 16. You're like, "Damn, all right." And then, dude, almost immediately in the second half, right to Alontae Taylor.
Immediately, yep.
Damn, there he is, and it just kind of went down from there, man.
There he is. And I'm gonna be honest, it was sad because that was the joke of the whole live stream. It's like, oh, here he is for real. Like, but this is what we expected. Now, I was so proud of him because I thought, like, yeah, I'm gonna tell you what, just so you all couldn't say John or Liam waited until we was up to like answer. I made sure that I hit them both before the game, and I said before this game even start, before he can get going either way. What do you think from Desmond? Is he gonna come out and prove to all of us like, hey man, he got something going, and it's gonna confuse us like, damn, he did play well, or is he gonna be Desmond Ritter? And the funniest part was he did both.
Yeah, exactly right.
That was the funny part. He came out like, damn, he is gonna confuse us if he played like this, because now it's a whole lot of people just be like, well, I don't know. And the second half, I think he proved to everybody like, oh yeah, well, we kind of.
Yeah, I'm trying to keep my eyes on Twitter. Justin Felder just tweeted Falcons owner Arthur Blank was wiping his eyes during Arthur Smith's press conference. Clearly a tough decision ahead. And Will McFadden, our buddy Will McFadden, from Believe in Falcons, said, I thought it was impossible for one game to be an accurate referendum on Arthur Smith. I was completely wrong. This game proves without a doubt that he deserves to be back. The Falcons' mistakes in this game and season are so far past what coaching can control. So essentially putting 90% of the blame, it seems like, on the players and execution and stuff like that.
I would love to talk to Will about that. I respect his opinion so much. Like, he's one of the few people's opinion I respect. I would love to talk to him more about that, because what I saw all year was coaching mistakes. And I saw some player mistakes, as John would point out on all 22. But for the vast majority of that was a lot of coaching mistakes. So I would love to talk to Will about that.
What do you guys think? I'm gonna pull a Big Low since he was in the live chat and on the live stream. If you guys think Art needs to be back or deserves to be back because it was more of a player issue, throw a 1 in the chat. If it's if you think Art should go no matter what, man, throw a 2 in the chat. Let's see what we got. Shout out to Big Low for
shout out to Low, man.
Yeah, man. Because I just want to get an idea what y'all guys are thinking. Because I mean,
dog.
I understand what he's saying because look,
John, man, you the one that changed my mind, Johnny Yates. Because I was he made it. I wouldn't say you changed my mind, but you made it hard for me. I hate this coach.
Yeah,
I hate this coach and I hate the quarterback, but I don't really know who it is. I can't tell who should go or who's to blame. But then John would do all 22, and I took a lot off the coach because there was players wide open in every game. There was touchdowns left. It was touchdown. It's players running wide open for a touchdown, and you just don't look. Bro, that's not on the coach. So while I don't put it all on him anymore, I just think as the leader of the football team, you got to take the L. You got to hold the L. If you have to sink with the ship. It's your ship. And so I just put more on him. But John taught me, if y'all watch John's all 22, it's no way that you can put it all on the coach. Sorry. And I know y'all gonna drag me for that, but have you seen all 22? Watch
that's
the
it. I mean,
R22 before, because I would have done the same thing. I would be dragging me too, but see, everybody gonna say 2, and I agree he should go. But I'm just saying, if you watch John's R22, it's hard to just solely put it there. Sorry.
yeah, you can't sell. No, there's no way you can't put. You're 100% right. You cannot put it solely there, because there's no doubt with that. Like we said it on the live stream, with an average QB play, we're winning 10 to 11 games.
Alex Smith,
Easy, average. So no, but the point is, I mean, he did select the QB. Like he drafted the QB. Him and Terry together drafted the QB. He had Taylor as a backup. You know, he brought in Mariota. So like those are all part of the decision has to be made. Now, like I said before, I've said it. I'm tired of saying it. The only thing he can say to Arthur Blank is that, hey, I did mess up on the QB, and give me a shot with a better QB. I can make this work, and here's why. You know, he can just show. He can pull my all 22 and say, look at this, and this. You know, and these are all plays that a better QB are going to make.
that would be hilarious.
I mean, it would be hilarious, wouldn't it? With the fart noises and everything. Like, I mean, but
just to save his job. Look, he farted on it because he missed the throw. But that would be hilarious.
Yeah. So I mean, but that's really the only thing that he can say. And I like I said, it sucks. I do think his actual offense can work. I do think it because I've seen it. It can work. It's just the fact that it was so discombobulated. And like I said, last week, players that know what was going on, and then you've got the QB back and forth, and you pick the wrong QB, and you know it was just.
Dog,
I mean, it's a tough look, man.
It's a 3. It should be a 3. It should be this because it got to be. But man, those quarterbacks stink. All 3 of them stink, and the coach stinks. What I saw was a lack of preparation. The players were running into each other all year. The players, they didn't know the snap count. Players getting penalties. The players running the wrong route. All that's coaching. All these are coaching, and time management is a coaching mistake. And the quarterback that you pick and you start and you sit, man, he told us, man, Desmond had a concussion. He was all right. And he told us, man, Taylor had his ankle was so bad. He was all right. It's just that you don't know what to do to make your scheme work with the people you picked. So I just think that you don't give him a 4th time to do it. Yeah, 3 years is a lot. And I mean at any job, in any type of relationship, 3 years is a good sample size for me to fire you. If I want to let you go, that's 3 years is a long time for you to be the same. He didn't show improvement every year. He showed to be the same. So Sour Pickle said, "Is he gone yet?" Here's what I want to do. I want to pull this hat over my eyes and say, John, just tell me when. Just tell me when he gone. No, he has to go. And I'm gonna be honest. He gotta go, dog. There's no way. It starts with the coach. I mean, now it does drip down to everybody. It has to, but it starts with the coach. You gotta go, buddy. But thank you with all my heart for making my team a tough football team. Thank you, because we was known as the softest team in the sport, and you did change that, sir. So thank you with all my heart for changing the culture of the Falcons since I was a child. That's been our identity, and that man did change that. So I ain't gonna call you out your name or go too far because you did do that. So thank you.
Yeah, Super Contra said Arthur Smith was mad as fuck for what was more than likely the final nail in the put in the coffin with that victory formation touchdown, which is via Mike Triplett on Twitter or X, whatever. Saints coach Dennis Allen. I'm going to start by apologizing to Arthur Smith and the Falcons. Said they should have taken a knee, but guys wanted to get Jamal Williams a touchdown, and that's unacceptable. That's not who we are, and that's not what we're about. So it looks like the players went rogue and wanted to get a touchdown for the boy. Because I get Arthur Smith being pissed because, like, dude, I'm coaching for my job. You're gonna throw an extra 7 on there to make it look even worse. I mean, like,
I told John when it was during the live stream, I thought that they was in victory formation. So I told her the defense ain't even really, because I think y'all about to down it, and they scored. And I asked John, like, hold on, what was they going down it? And he thought that they had lined up and scored. And I thought they was in victory formation and score. And I gotta watch it back. But either way, bro, this is how I feel about that. When it's a rival game, stop me from scoring. And I don't care that it was on us. Stop me from scoring. I want to embarrass you. I want to put 50 on you if I could put 50. I want 48 on you if I could put 48. I want 49. I want to beat you by 30 if I can. Dog, you gotta stop me. But don't act like it's classless because it's a rivalry game. I don't like you all. Now I understand it's just I don't know how it is when you head coach to head coach. It could be like a silent understanding. I wouldn't do you like that, and you wouldn't do me like that. So I have no jurisdiction to speak on that agreement that coaches have. But from a fan standpoint, if you don't want them to score, line your ass up and stop them from scoring. Bruh, do not ask for a pity or like a mercy rule. That's I just wouldn't do that. So, but I did like how he cussed him out because he probably knew, man, you just got me fired. But you was already fired, also, to be
exactly. Fair. Yeah, that just made it look worse. That's all.
Wallace, my man, what up?
Wallace, what's up, buddy? Hey, Steve, what's up,
man? Wallace, Steve, drink one for me. Steve.
We're gonna get Steve on the show, man. I gotta know
how you feel. Are you all going on Desmond, or do you still feel like if he have an off season and
he's going on
quarterback
Desmond.
coach and like a veteran in front of him, he can at least be a good backup? Or are you just no?
I can tell you that. I can tell you that he's gone on there. He's out on Desmond.
He is, you say?
Yeah, he is. Yeah,
damn.
100%.
Dog,
and we're gonna get we gotta get Steve back on the show.
Then I gotta abandon him.
Yeah, we're gonna get Steve's actually back in town, I think, for a little bit. So we're gonna try to get him on the show maybe later this week.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, absolutely. I was trying to find. Oh yeah, Mike Johnson tweeted Falcons are 3-14 in away games since Matt Ryan was traded. Doesn't even seem possible. 3-14. Yeah, that's nuts. John said, beer, you need whiskey. Hey, I got that too. That might be later on. That might be later on when I need to function. I don't need to function anymore. Then
John is a whiskey connoisseur, man.
I am, exactly.
Hey, Russ, Arthur Smith is a meeting with the meat. I don't think
he did. He did. Yeah, I think he did. Yeah, that's what dude was saying.
John, man, what did he say? You watched it?
No, hell no. I haven't had time. I mean, I'm just trying to keep up and see if there's any
He better not have attitude today. 10% alcohol. No, bro. I can only have one. I just drink one. I don't really. MW, my man.
Let's call him MW.
Sour pickle. Let's be honest. To be
for sure.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna tell you, he got tired. He was scared. He ain't used to be in open space. He was like, "What the heck?" He ran out of gas.
He ain't ran 75 yards.
He was like, "What is?" He didn't even know it. Beasley, what's up?
Yeah, what's going on, Beasley?
7 does it again. Yeah. Super cancer. This was a win game for Matt. Oh, hold on now. It was a win-win game for Matt Ryan. Either he sees his rival lose or he sees the headache that was Arthur Smith and being done dirty by Arthur Blank his last season in Atlanta. Total collapse. I was saying that as a joke, but that's really true, dog. It's like seeing the girl who left you and get cheated on. It's like you sitting back there smiling like, I'm just sipping my tea. And he had a thick smile on his face. It was like that awkward, that forced smile. But James Jones, that's a hell of a name. I feel sorry for the Falcons. The city of it, my state deserves better just to be taken seriously as a professional team. If you live in Georgia and you see how serious they take the Bulldogs, and then you see how serious, bro, they take the Falcons, there's no comparison. So we just need to legitimize the Falcons by winning. John Marino said, look, I will keep saying this all. No, it is, buddy. It's definitely, he's the leader. It's the captain of the ship got to get it. John Marino said, look, I will keep on saying this. Arthur Smith is not an NFL head coach material. It's not 3 years and no improvement is out in any job. I don't care if it's Taco Bell. Fold the burritos properly. Like the taco meat keep coming out the bottom. You got to go. After 3 years, if that taco meat sliding out, you got to go. Super Cancer said, I've been complaining at work 3 years ago that they hired Arthur Smith instead of pushing to throw a bag at Jim Harbaugh. Really hoping they correct. Well, I think it's a good chance of that on Tuesday, buddy. Beasley said even the Aints fans hate Dennis Allen coming back. I don't like Dennis Allen, but he was always weird to me. I don't like it. But it wasn't for what he just did. I just don't think he's a good coach.
6 straight losing seasons too, buddy.
Yeah.
Like that.
Dez, 6 straight. That's a bad name. Hey, Dez, I'm going to scratch that, and I'm going to just call you Mr. Stevenson. Mr. Stevenson says an offensive genius that only scored 30 points in 3 full seasons has good. Yes.
Yeah, 100%, man.
Jones Bones, again, love the name.
Oh, Jones.
Here's the thing about open receivers, guys. QB reads are built into the play design. He talking that talk. It's not a full field read. It's one defensive key or pure progression based on the concept, pre-snap defense, and a lot of other things. Most times they get into their third at most. Yeah, he is talking that talk right there.
Yeah, and I mean, unfortunately, watching some of the film, like even when they get to the second and third, like it's not being missed or whatever. It's just it's rough. And like I said, you can go both ways. You can blame coach and quarterback, and you should, because it's been both have had issues all year long, and it's been. I mean, it's just not been fun. I would love to do a 22 where I actually enjoy it, and and hopefully that happens next season, man. It's gonna be a very exciting offseason, Beasley.
Beasley said the offseason been more exciting than the season. Yeah, it has. Because we was hyped this offseason. James said, why 3 QBs this season? That was
because who cares at the end? I mean, like you might as well.
I said on the thing, I said you take your first one in, you put your first one, you pull your first one out, it was the hokey pokey. It was trash. Mr. Stevenson said 51 games with 4 games scoring 30 points or more. He has to go. Like, that's right in stone, right? It shouldn't be no conversation after that. He should have known during the preseason, dog. Your job is on the line.
Yeah, well, if it's talking about Dez, then that's tough to tell when you get 6 reps or whatever in the preseason. And I'm not even saying that. I'm not even saying if you give him a game, it's still would one more game of preseason work change anything about this season? Y'all tell me, because I don't think it would change a damn thing if Desmond got one more preseason game. So I don't think that's it. I just think it's tough to judge, man. Like until he can get into game situations against other ones, there's no way to tell how he's going to perform, how you can have the arm. How many times we've seen guys with cannon arms and can make every throw in the book, but they didn't got it up here, or they can't make the decisions, or whatever the case may be. They can't read the defense or whatever, like that's all got to be done on the field. That's basically how you're going to determine whether it's going to work or not. And we all loved what Desmond was made of from his neck up, as far as we said it all year long, the intangibles, the work ethic, he's going to put in the work and stuff like that. And we said he just may top out. He may just top out. He may have reached the level where, like, all right, he just is what he is, or he may not have topped out yet. Maybe he's topped out with this offense. Because we even keep going back. Like I said, I think Caleb McGarry said on 99 the game a while back, like, this offense is so detailed, it allows very slim margin of error. So if that's the case, that doesn't help a young quarterback out, especially a young third round quarterback out. So I mean, there's so many things to it. It's just it's frustrating, man. But yeah, as you just hoped that, and Art hoped, with everything that he surrounded him with, it was enough. It'd be enough for Desmond to just be average, or maybe it'll be a little bit better than average, but clearly it wasn't. And the same thing with Taylor. Taylor was supposed to be a high quality backup. We paid him like it, and he was terrible, like just flat fucking terrible, like no other way to put it. So I mean, it's just, Reggie said, James, it's
all three of them. There's no way around that. It don't matter who you like, because I love Taylor. That's still one of my exciting, but dog, it's a damn near Madden score 24 score. Yeah, dog, it's no way around that all of them are bad. I mean, just being honest, I'm not dragging.
Well, Logan, like I said, Logan's a third. Logan didn't. He's
no, he is up there. So like the game finishes,
right?
And
exactly.
That's all he's there. He's not there to win. He's not there to throw. He's there so we can complete the game if necessary. That's all he's there for. So we can't do that to Logan. And he played all right. He just threw the stupid pick. He played all right for the third. But them first two, no. Man, Taylor shit the bed last week. And then Desmond this week just came. That second half, he showed himself. My man Steve said, yeah, John's right. I've been pretty out on Dez since the second Bucks game. Damn. Sometimes growth isn't linear and guys fail to grow. I think he's a league average backup because most backups aren't good. I want to give Steve props real quick. I want everybody to be able to do what he just did. There was no person in the Falcons community that was higher on Dez than Steve was. There was no person. He was sure that Dez was able to do this. And slowly but surely, Steve would change his mind. And I would ask him every time he popped in that, and his answer would go, it was like a slope, right? And you see where it landed at. John is right. I'm out. So just being honest enough to change your opinion and say, you know what, I was in, but now I'm out. That's kind of cool. Speaking of cool stuff I want to share. Said somebody get him blasted tomorrow. Yeah, he should. Liam said he might not even wait till tomorrow. Yeah. Sure enough, how about hiring Matt Ryan as the Raiders QB coach? Show enough. You know what? Show enough. I'm gonna say show enough. Anyways, Falcons secured a. I said that you hire Matt Ryan because his skill set was never physical. He's not fast. Don't got a rocket arm. Skill set is in between the ears, which seems to be Desmond.
So man, the eighth pick again. I mean,
eighth pick again, and still keep producing the same record. How are you getting top 10?
And all the defensive additions. And like I said, I know they shit the bed the last couple of games, but I mean, we said 40 sacks this year, which was more than we thought. We were. I think we said over under at 35. That's what we said. So I mean, credit them, and they still needed more pass rush in this game in particular. But
James said he lived there from 2012 to 2016. That was that good Maddie. That was that Maddie. That was that sweet Maddie. The city of Atlanta deserves better. Yes, they do. Javarius Murray, he from the hood. We have to go pass rush with the number 1 pick. Yes.
I don't know, dude.
No, I have to ask you this. Javarius, you gotta talk to me. If like off the blank call you up, he say Javarius Murray, clearly from the hood. Okay. Do you want me to draft a pass rush or a quarterback? And the sole decision is yours. You gotta tell me which one you're going with, buddy. The weight of the team is on you. Are you gonna go pass rush or you going quarterback? You gotta tell me which one you're going with first, because I'm sure that you'll address both. But who you going with that top 10 pick? You gotta let me know.
I think it's going to depend a lot on the coach, whoever that is, and whether or not if they do make a play for Fields. Because if they do, then there's no reason to go draft a quarterback. Because Fields is young enough that's going to you're saying I want him to be my guy. But if you're not,
John, So I have to ask you because I wouldn't know. You got Justin right here on the left, and then the guys that you see the guys who are going into the draft. Are you getting Justin, or are you trying to see what they do?
Based on what Justin's been the last 16, 17 games, like I think he's improved a lot. So
he's balling right now too. I'm watching him.
Is he? Okay. Well, I mean, I think you go with what a proven NFL quarterback. Like he's had years in the league now. So if you're going rookie, it's like you and I know, and a lot of people know, it's a big risk. If you're going to go draft a QB, I don't care how talented you think they are as far as college goes, it may not translate to the pros, even at a first round pick. We've seen it every year. We watch it every year. So there's still not I'd be okay either way, to be honest with you. If they want to move up and grab a Caleb Williams, a Drake May, if that's who they think, or Jaden Daniels, whatever. Okay, if that's what they want to do, if that's what this new coach, assuming again there is a new coach, if that's what they want to do, then sure, fine. But if they also want to go get Fields, I'm cool with that too, because again, Fields is probably the safer, because again, you've seen what he can do in the NFL as to college. Like he's had time.
And he seems to be.
And exactly, he struggled bad when he had nothing around him. He's got that, but now as you can actually, again, the QBs get too much blame when shit goes bad, and probably too much praise when shit goes good, because.
That's a good
because it is. It's a team sport for a reason. Like everybody's got to do their job. So if you've got a bad offensive line, it's tough to be a good QB. If you've got a bad running back or no playmakers, it's tough to play a good QB. So it's just
Bryce.
Yeah, Jesus, yeah, for real. So
Wallace said, "This is not what we envision, to have better talent and one of the easiest schedules and still finish 7th."
Crazy.
Like I said, like Wallace said, it's just dog. I will make an excuse for Atlanta if there's one on the table. I will make it. It's none left on the table. I'm as biased as they come. I'm as out of my Falcon mind as they come. I'm as delusional as they come. There's no more excuses to even make up. Jones Bones said run game was supposed to be the leading force of this offense. Pass game was supposed to be the complement, not lead. Needs to be talked about more how it's failed from a down-to-down success rate. He ain't lying.
No, dude. I don't know how long you've listened to us, buddy, or watched this, but like, I mean, I've talked about that for a while this season. It's like that was been the unexpected thing this year. It's like it took a little step back. And I know as of last week, we were still, I think I said 8th. I think we were the 8th rushing team in the league, which is not bad. I mean, that's still a top 10 rushing game. So now consistently, that's been the issue. Like there's been games it's just disappeared. And those games where it's disappeared and you had to put it all on the quarterback, then that went south in a hurry. So if it was consistent like it was last year, then you're talking about probably a different outcome this year. So there's no doubt about it. The run game taking a step back. definitely hurt the quarterback, hurt the team in general. Just like I said, it just the consistency of it. But that was the one thing that nobody saw coming.
BB Bradley Burnett said Ritter cannot see the field against. No, he said Ritter cannot see the
I
field
don't think
against.
So, buddy.
Yeah, he can't.
Yeah,
and I'm gonna be honest, Taylor can't either, and man, Richie Grant can't either. And
no, you got to cut Taylor. You cannot pay what Taylor was $6 million next year. No. You cut Taylor. You let if you want to let Desmond be your backup for what 600,000, whatever he's getting paid. I mean that's what you do if you want him, even if you want him as a backup. I mean, like
Wallace said, John, I think that preseason stuff is a myth because Ritter has played enough football to be ready, and he failed on the job. Oh, he definitely failed on the job. But I'm gonna tell you, I just want them to preseason is when you have it up here, so you don't have to think when you're on the field. So when you still trying to process and play, it don't seem natural. It just was hard to watch. My man Michael Ward said Jamarcus Russell is a perfect. Damn, he brought up woo God. Jamarcus Russell is a perfect example of what John is talking about right now. Huge arm, but lacked the intangibles. Yeah, Ryan Millett,
dude, Vince Young. I mean, people were Mitch Trubisky, dude. Mitch Trubisky was drafted over Patrick Mahomes. I mean, people thought he was going to be a better quarterback than Mahomes. So I mean, you just never know, dude.
Show enough said, agree, Jarvis, a stud on the edge, still can't get to the QB, and when they do, too cute to put him down. That was weird today. I felt like they was right in his face and they didn't sit him on his ass. It was weird. Like they was like, I don't know. It's like I don't know if they scared to get a penalty for hitting him too hard, but like your Bud was there like a few times. It was like right on it, and he just didn't get him. It was weird.
Yeah, and I mean with Calais, like I forgot who said it during the live stream, but like Calais looked like that look on his face scared me. Like, yeah, this might be it. Like I know. I know the broadcast. He said he's going to take some time after the season and talk with his family and stuff like that. I mean, I would get it, but I mean, I definitely think he's got another year in him. I think he proved he can play one more year if he wants to do that
at a high level.
Yeah, absolutely.
Marquise Parker said, "Let's go get Jay Daniels or Caleb Williams at this point. Clearly picking 8 every year and cutting it. And how is it not? But you getting top 10 picks and producing the same result. You got to get fired for that.
You've picked playmakers with nobody to help them make the plays,
facilitate. Yeah.
So that's you
went in and got all this car stereo. You got tents on. You got a paint job, and you didn't get a transmission. That's the weirdest strategic thing. It don't have an engine. That's weird. Raku said, "Hey, make sure y'all like the video, dog. I appreciate you, and I want you to tell me if I'm saying your name wrong. I keep saying Raku. I want you to tell me if I'm wrong, buddy." Bradley Burnett, BB, double B. B squared says Ritter need to throw to the front pylon to hit Bijan. There you go. That's a
we talked about
Dog,
we lost our shit on the live stream
as a joke to me that I thought is a joke. I was praising him, and John said, "Dog, he's still throwing that ball 3 yards behind the man," and that's his ball placement is horrific. He just put it in the general vicinity. That's why Drake is his man, because Drake will be like, I could go up and get it out the air, but he don't know how to put it where the man can just catch it in stride and keep going. Yeah, he had I think that was Drake. Drake was behind the cornerback and behind the safety. All you had to do was throw it in front of him, touchdown. He threw it so low and so back that he had to turn around and jump into the safety to get. That's bad ball placement.
Yep.
Cool stuff I want to share. Logan Woodside. Hey, Logan for president. Jay Black, that's my man, said there's no reason for
zero.
Dog, I done heard catastrophic, abysmal, and now look, man, there's no reason for our offense to be this inept. Y'all pulling out the encyclopedia to trash the team. I love it. Instead of cursing, I love that.
Final was 48-17, right? The final? Okay. It's like we predicted,
points, bro.
Of course, we had no idea what we were doing, but we predicted, I predicted 18-17. So I was close to what we got. I figured we'd be right on point. I mean, like right at that 18 game, that's what we averaged. I mean, that's about I mean, I didn't expect the 48.
I don't know how that's like that, bro. That's like the Super Bowl. That shit got out of hand fast. Double B said, "I'm nervous to give out another rookie." That's what I'm saying. Him and Bill Belichick don't deserve rookies. So anybody that want to build it, though, you have not proven to be good with a rookie. Like you need a veteran because to you balance out your coaching. You don't do good with rookies. So I love Bill Belichick, but no. If you can handle Matt Jones, who I love, then I don't want to give you an additional rookie. I believe in Matt Jones. I just think you can't do good with him. He said, "What do we do now, man? We're about to be in head coach purgatory. We don't strike gold." I think we do what I said is we go get a veteran and we go get a rookie to back him up. And that's only if you don't go get Justin. If you go get
Right.
Justin, fine. But if you don't get Justin, then you go get Kirk or you go get Russell, but you still draft a rookie.
And Ian Rappaport reported that the Cardinals are planning to move forward with Kyler Murray as their franchise QB and build around him. So that would open up another draft spot that we
Mhm.
could move up. You know, if you
Mhm.
want to move up, you could. You know, that'd be a possibility. Because if they're not going to be in the QB market, which good for us because we would be.
Rail said no. He said no. We need a QB in a first. I would love to say, bruh, that's gonna be an argument on Twitter all off season.
Oh yeah.
Michael Ward said pass rushing free. Now Michael giving y'all options. Pass rushing free agency QB in the draft. Double B said we got to stop using band-aids at QB. It doesn't work. That I agree with that.
100%.
Quarterback have to be franchise. So enough, the QB has to be right fit for us and the right coach to groom and develop him. Dog, it really is a marriage, and I didn't really understand that until the season. It got to be both. Like you can't have one and a shitty coach. It'll never work. And I didn't never really understand that until the season. It is a marriage.
Yeah, and it's tough. I mean, it'll be tough until we know who the coach is going to be. It'll be tough to even speculate on who we might draft or go after. Period, because this again, it depends on offensive system, what player fits that system the best. If we were talking about Arthur Smith, then yeah, Jaden Daniels probably fits it good. Probably Drake May fits it pretty well. All those guys, I mean, like could run Arthur's or theoretically could run Arthur's offense better than what we've seen. Theoretically, keyword. But you know, even Justin, you know, I think Justin would fit the system. You know, I mean, so it's just tough. I mean, like I said, I don't know how Arthur Blank is going to not pull the trigger on this with.
John.
I mean,
hold on.
Was
Super Camp says to Justin Matt Ryan as QB coach shows why Shonuff is in fact the Shogun of Harlem. Let me say that again. To Justin Matt Ryan as QB coach shows why Shonuff is in fact the Shogun of Harlem.
You have to convince Matt.
Yeah, you will have to convince Matt. Yeah. Hey, so I got a real question for you, John. It's a weird question, but it's a real question. You have to go get a quarterback who has played before in the league, but who doesn't play anymore, who would fit our who do you think would fit who you think if we had in place, it would have worked with his coaching, his system? Is there any quarterback who retired? I'm not saying he'll be back, he'll come back. I'm not saying you bring him back. I'm saying is there a quarterback in your mind is like his skill set, even though he retired, his skill set would have been perfect in Arthur Smith's offense to where it wouldn't look that bad? Just a retired guy who you grew up watching or something, or in the 2000s or 90s.
Steve Young. Steve Young.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, that's the first one that comes to mind. Tom Brady, with as smart as he is and his way he could, I mean, because you have to look clearly in Art's offense, you're going to have somebody intelligent and that can, you know, a couple of those guys. But Steve Young, I mean, with his mobility, because he was, you know, he wasn't fast, but he would run. He had no fear whatsoever.
None.
So, I mean, like, you know, I mean,
I would say he don't get the props because he don't get the props he deserves. He don't get talked about with the great. Steve Young was amazing. Top tier quarterback. My man Wallace said the Bears are not going to get rid of Fields. I don't think they will now because of what he's doing, but we'll see. And it doesn't matter what QB the Bears get if they don't fix their offensive line. You're right on.
Yeah.
Jay in the truck, fellas. Jordan Schultz just said on what is BR?
Bleacher Report.
Oh, Bleacher Report. Shout out to Birdo that Arthur Smith is likely fired after today's performance. Dog, I'm gonna tell y'all something, and this is why I don't get into it. I will leave that to John to tell me. I rely on John for this. Man, Archangel has sent me all week stuff saying that this man's job is damn near secure, and it's from sources. And then I hear from y'all that it's the opposite. So I just leave it to John to tell me what it is when I don't have a clue. But like John said on the last show, I guess it depends on the sources. But
Yeah.
I've heard so many things saying his job is already secure, and then I've heard y'all say it's not secure. So we'll find out tomorrow morning. I have
Yeah.
no idea to be honest. Don't
I'm
ask
seeing
me.
the
I
same.
rely on John for these things.
Yeah, I'm seeing the same thing. Which it says there has been a growing belief in the last 2 weeks that Falcons head coach Arthur Smith was in trouble if the team collapsed. Owner Arthur Blank has not been happy with the performance after the last week's performance, and the way today ended. Sources believe this is likely headed toward a breakup, and that's the thing. I mean, like as bad as these last two, I mean, this is a collapse. I don't know however you want to look at it. This is a fucking collapse. I mean, like to go out against the Bears the way you did, then to get embarrassed by your rival.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, just flat out
Embarrassed.
embarrassed. I mean, like,
Yep.
yeah, I get it, man.
Marquise Parker said, I say go with Jay Daniels or trade up for Calais Williams. Yeah, I'd be so mad I don't know who y'all talking about, so I can't.
You need to go watch some film,
I
buddy.
gotta
Watch
watch
some,
more, man.
yeah,
Sure
yeah.
enough said, I have no problem with them signing Matt for one season as a mentor, but allow him to compete for. Oh, show enough. Hey, show enough. I'm about to induct you. Hey, I will induct you right now to the Hall of Fame. You better stop. Show
Oh
enough
shit.
said, I have no problem with them signing Matt for one season as a mentor, but allow him to compete for the starting job also. Here's one more year in him if we had him this past season. I'll be honest with you, bro. I believe that Matt Ryan got one more year in him. And I believe that even though he can't throw the deep ball like he used to, he would have been, if we had Matt Ryan with this team, we would be in the NFC championship at least. At least be
Dude.
in the NFC championship. And now he can't run. He is a little older, but with his intelligence, he ain't gonna throw them interceptions. He won't do no 2-3 turnovers a game. He ain't gonna
Right.
fumble the snap. He gonna make the open throw. Well, you know how when John on all 22 and he point out it's a wide open man. Oh, he gonna throw the touchdown. So, dog, see you getting me hyped because if Matt take off the blazer, man, loosen up the tie, step inside the booth. Superman is alive. Hey,
Man, you will
hey,
see. Hey, look,
hey,
if that ever you will
but you know
see
what
Mike.
happened when he changed clothes? You getting me excited.
Dude, you will see Mike cry happy tears live on
Oh
air
man.
if that ever happens. I'll have to console him for 15 minutes at least.
Man, dog, man,
Look,
I'm gonna tell you, I will leave work and go live and do a special show in the middle of the day. I could care less.
dude, we talked on the last show, Mark Zeno. I told you, he was on with Will McFadden. He talked about how ours shouldn't go or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
He just tweeted, "I'll say this much: if Arthur Blank does fire Arthur Smith and does not fire Terry Fontenot with him, that's a pure scapegoat job. You can't separate the two at this point. If you blame the coach for his QB, the GM drafted him too. If you blame the coach for 3, 7, and 10 years straight, you have to blame the GM for some lack of progress. They are tied together. I could not disagree more."
Hey, John, who's that? Will?
That's Mark Zeno.
Oh,
Yeah,
dog.
he's been behind Arthur like the entire time. But I mean, like, dude,
Oh yeah. Hey,
you
dog.
have
Now
to.
here's why it's different.
Yeah,
Terry hit at like a 90% clip. So he's like it's like an A plus. If you was taking a test and you got a 90, well, that's an A plus. But Arthur, he didn't use the stuff properly. Man, I could hand you the world if you don't use it. How would that
but
be
here,
on me? How would that be that I fucked up too? So I don't know how you getting that, buddy. I respect your opinion, but I don't know how you got to that.
well, this is where I'm at on it. So yeah, what you said, Terry. Now look, Terry's made some misses in the draft. Every
Yeah.
every GM does. There's not one GM that has 100% hit rate on whatever drafting at all. Now he was fantastic in defensive free agency. I think we can all say that and all agree on that without even a shadow of a doubt. Everybody he brought in contributed at a high level.
Mm-hmm.
And and even the draft this year looks pretty damn solid. Harrison looks like a player. Phillips looks like a player. Bijan Robinson, I mean, we already know what that is. Who am I missing? I'm not missing.
Troy Anderson,
Troy
Clark
Anderson,
this year.
yeah,
He hit on so
this
many.
year, yeah. DeMarco Hellum, 7th round guy who got in there starting at safety. Yeah, I mean, Bergeron did pretty well at left guard. Probably going to be a player. So, and not to mention, so if the coach GM relationship thing, and again, he didn't hire Arthur Smith for all the like. I'm 99 point because he was hired before before Terry was. So I don't get that. But also, if you're a GM, you're going to ask your head coach, what do you need? Because the GM is not running the team as far as the practice, the scheme, all that stuff. What do you need? Let me know what you need. I'll go get it for you. You tell me what you need. It'll be a collaborative effort. We're going to talk about it. And they've said this all along. They've said, hey, Terry, we have open conversations. We're honest. We don't going to overstep each other. We have to agree on the pick. They both agreed on Desmond. Well, 100%. They both like Desmond. That's been said. Okay. They both missed on that one for sure. But you're going to ask the head coach what he needs to succeed, and you're going to try to get him those pieces. You got him those pieces. The defense did their part. What did the offense do? Not their part. Is that Terry? Is that Terry doing the practices? Is that Terry calling the plays? Is that Terry? I mean, like,
he's supposed to staff the team. That's where it stops. I don't know how you would. I thought if it's one person, if it's two people that we have to leave out of all criticism, is Terry and Nielsen.
Well, I won't say. I'll say he carries some criticism because he is a GM. Yeah,
small
that's sure.
Amount though.
Small amount.
Yeah.
But he's in there for. But I mean, like, yeah, I mean that's the play on the field. That's what you're looking at. You know what I mean?
He said, "I'm also on Richie Grant,"
and
I want to point out something too. Again, John was so in on him, and John was honest enough to say, "Dog, I gotta turn this around." So you got to be able to do that. So that guy, I mean, I know you love the head coach, but you could say that she was wrong, bro. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, I think that's.
I love Jalen Hawkins with a passion, and John will tell this story. And Deion Jones, I'll turn a blind eye. I had cataract. Now, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about, John. I don't know. I don't see what you see. I don't know what you're talking about. But eventually, all right, John, I see what you're talking about. And even Taylor, I was gonna argue with John. Then I saw all 22, and I was like, all right, John, I get what you're saying. And I just think you got to be honest about it, But we love Richie, but dog, he did backslide somehow. I don't even know how you get worse, but Jesus.
Yeah, I mean, everything I'm reading right now says they'd be shocked if he's retained at this point.
Jones Bones, man, we appreciate you too, buddy.
Yeah, Jones, thank you, brother.
Yeah,
man. Interactions on Twitter and everything. Yeah, man, definitely appreciate you.
B squared, double B, B-Rod. We got all the ingredients and no spoon to stir them. No spoon, nothing. Now, if I get you everything you need to cook and the food is nasty, you can't cook. That's not me. I said this on the screen. I gave you my debit card, so you go get whatever you want. And if the food's still nasty, well, now it's time to Uber Eats. Jay Black said we will go out and get someone to replace Grant. I would love to see who that would be. I would love to see who that would be. But I hope he's inspired just like Jalen. I hope it pissed them off and they get in that film room, because that's really what safeties need, the film room. Wallace said the defense was giving up too long of drives and got gas in the second half. Well, you would get gas if the team going 3 and out. Okay, Raku. I was saying Raku. I was saying like Raku, like Raku. Okay, Raku. It's the Pokemon. I need to change it. I made this account.
That's great.
I love it, buddy. Double B. I feel like Kirk Cousins would just cook in this offense. Hey.
Yeah, he could, man. Yeah, he could.
Look at the words y'all using. Heinous. Millie Mills, John, they was picking on Clark and Richie today. Oh my God, the dudes were packed today. I'm gonna tell y'all something. I gotta say this. I gotta defend my man. Clark Phillips was in position. When you play a cornerback, you could play perfect defense, but just because the receiver already knows where he's going, and so does the quarterback, you're gonna be trailing. And I feel like he played good defense, but they was picking on him, and they just proved they picked on the rookie. He was in position a lot of times, and just it went like right past his head. And the one with 24, he just failed. So yeah, he just fell down, man. I thought that those guys did play well, but it was a tough game. Sure enough, you can't make basic throws. That pass should have been to the outside to Bijan. Yeah, it was.
That's the one, dude. We went off on it on the freaking live stream.
We went off on it. You gotta be kidding me, dude. Needs to go. Yeah. TJ, all eyes on Arthur Blank, man. It's like the Tupac album. Steve said the biggest mark against Arthur is we've seen this offense under 4 different QBs. Those QBs have had average games, just not week to week. But even games when they were average, we didn't produce. He is not lying.
Yeah, 100%, man.
Bradley talking crazy. He said trade Pitts in the second round and maybe a third to move up with the Cards. Johnny Yates, what do you think about that?
I'm open to it. I'm open to everything, man. I'm open to pretty much anything because
Johnny Yates
we
in
gotta
Hail Mary mode. Johnny Yates
we
just said,
gotta
I'm open to everything. Johnny
we gotta
Yates
have
said on the live stream, cross our fingers and our toes. I said, man, when we crossing toes, we in a bad
we,
way.
we gotta have the QB, dude. We gotta have the QB. It's the most important position on the field. So whatever you got to do to get a QB, to get a legitimate QB, that's what you got to do. And like I said, so much of this is going to depend on who the coach is. And I guess we'll find out in maybe 24 hours or less.
Hey, man, I do not oppose to that. I don't oppose because him and Manilson work great together. I have no.
I mean, hell yeah. I mean, if you think he could interview him, at least interview him. I mean, if he's interested,
at least he deserves it. But I want Harbaugh.
I'll be okay with Harbaugh too. JJ McCarthy, I got to be sold on more. I got to actually watch more film on, but I'll be okay with Harbaugh for sure.
Shown up there, which rookie QB do you see matching up with the Falcons personnel? Will just got my answer. Depends on the head coach.
Yeah. I mean, I think any of the personnel we have is really. You have to add. Like I said, like I think in the last show or 2 shows ago, we got to add some speed. I know Scotty got open today and somebody hit him for the first time in forever. But we got to add like a number 2 receiver, like an actual threat at number 2 that not because we don't have any threat at number 2. Whoever that is,
sorry, Matt. No disrespect.
Yeah, no, it's not. He's like a number 5 at this point because he hasn't been used as a 2 in forever. But
Johnny Yates is dropping bombs on churches, schools, parks, playgrounds. Jesus Christ, he called the man a 5.
It just is, man. But he's basically been playing special teams for the most part. But I mean,
you're right.
So you got to add speed. But yeah, the weapons we have is I think any competent QB should be like, shit, I'm ready. Let's go. Let me work with Bijan and Tyler and Drake and Kyle Pitts and Jonnu. And we got a lot of talent. It's just a matter, and we're going to add to it, I'm sure. So, but yeah, it depends on the offensive scheme and what happens. Who knows?
John, do you know how much cap we have next season?
Not off the top of my head. It's a decent amount though. It's not like last year, but it's a good chunk. Yeah.
Okay. Well, we got some money to spend. My man Millie Mills said it's obvious. Get rid of Arthur Smith and get your franchise quarterback and grow with him. If we get Daniels, his legs alone will keep fans interested while he gets adjusted to the league. So I'm guessing Daniels is a hell of a runner, Johnny Yates.
He is, and I like Daniels a lot. I just the only thing that scares me about him initially is like I love for him to add like 15 pounds. You eat like 2 cheeseburgers a day for the next 3 months and put on some weight because he's a skinny dude. I mean, he's like Desmond skinny, like when he came in last year.
Okay, yeah.
Like he's got to put on a few pounds. He's gonna get lit the fuck up. Yeah, exactly.
Byron Leftwich. Hey, that's yeah. All right. I ain't gonna go against Byron. I love Byron. Okay, TJ said vet coach, vet QB, Kirk or Russ, draft QB. Dog, that is
hey, I'd be down with that.
You said I don't think you
be down with that
way. I think that if you don't do that, anything else is a risk.
Dude, Bradley, Vic came to my mind immediately because I was like, I was like, Vic in the playbook, absolutely. Vic, how he was with here, then no.
Yeah.
Like I said, but he'd have to have his head in the playbook. But man, his skill set, yeah, for sure.
Would have been, James Jones said the Falcons should draft Washington kid. But I want to tell you something, Double B. I want to agree, it would be Vic, but I think you're too young to probably know what Steve Young is. You got to go see Steve Young for this too. Steve Young was a dog. Bradley, thank you, man. We appreciate
Thank you, Bradley. Appreciate you, dude.
For the post-game show. It's not, dog, like I said, I want to tell y'all this, and I really do mean it, because I don't watch anything else. Like the Falcons is my life. I don't watch any other sport. I have no other team. So I'd have took this bad today. And I know that's kind of silly because I'm not on the team. It don't affect my life. But I'd have been in here like really sad and mad, like all day long. And it would have went all week like kind of in a bad mood. And I'm never in a bad mood. But this it's over. And that would have dawned on me, and I would have been cursing and just being an asshole. So just the fact that y'all was sharing in the trauma with me, I feel happy, to be honest. And I'm not happy that we lost, but it's a lot better having. Man, this shit is traumatic for me. I'm not even being funny, even though it shouldn't be. That's way too serious, but it is. So the fact that y'all here with me and we get to joke around and drink alcohol, and I'm with my brother Johnny Yates, it really will make it like I'm fine, and I wouldn't have handled it this way if y'all wasn't with me. So thank you.
100%, man. Yeah, and for y'all that, I mean, I love Michael Penix, and I've said this before. And for anybody that hasn't heard, this is the only reason that worries me is he's had 2 ACL injuries amongst a few other injuries, and he's a lefty, and that means as of right now, Caleb McGarry is blocking his blind side, which
No.
Caleb McGarry is not an excellent pass protector. We know that he's not bad, but he's not good. So that worries me about Michael Penix. Not for him, just for his safety alone and what that could mean. Like that's the only hesitation I have because he's a hell of a quarterback. There's no doubt about it. I have no idea where Gary Kubiak is showing up.
Gary
I have not
Kubiak,
heard that name. Wow, buddy.
If blank retained Smith, it should be on the exception that he relinquishes play calling. Must have an established. I'm gonna tell y'all this, and I know this is gonna piss y'all off. I would not mind that. I know that's piss y'all off. If you give him that demand, you can stay, but no way you call plays. I think the man is. I think he would do good. That's just my opinion. Millie Mill said we heard the word collapse about 3 weeks ago. I wonder if the players did too and said F it, or that's what it takes to get him out of here. That's crazy. Gat boy, I haven't seen you in a while, buddy. Giving me Slowett, Callahan, Harbaugh, or Graves head coach. If Smith is retained, then Leftwich, Dorsey, Clint, Kubiak. Who's that? Gary's son?
I'm guessing.
Oh wow. Or Kellen Moore as I take Mr. Moore, bro. That's my man. So
yeah, Slowik is Slowik is I like him a lot too.
What the hell was Ryan Pace in our building? Look what he did to the Bears. He shouldn't. Yeah, it's a lot of people that shouldn't be in our building. Beasley said Arthur Blank needs to fire Richard McKay first. Y'all hate Rich McKay. He catch a stray foot. Rich McKay have caught more strays. Y'all always throwing. You know what? Could we fire him? And somebody always say, you know what? Fire him too. Like get him up. So enough said no. Partno did not choose Artie Smith. Terry made good personnel moves and gave the staff what they needed. The players were improperly utilized. Bad schemes, poor frame, frame. Yeah, I agree.
Agreed.
Jay Black said anyone to Chicago needs to be fired. And I thought, man,
yeah.
Stuff I want to share, we better not.
No, we better not.
No more weapons.
Can't.
No. Beasley, do you guys think Smith going to be fired next week or Blank going away to Cup? I'm gonna be honest. I think he's going tomorrow morning. I'm just being honest.
Yeah, I think it'll be. If he's going to, I think it'll be tomorrow because you got to get a head start on the next coach. You can't let other folks go scoop up somebody you might want. So you got to get it on.
And look, and I'll be honest with you. I think it'll be the hardest thing that the owner ever did. He's not that type of person, bro. I think he's such a good person that he don't want to do that, and he don't want to do it face to face. I think he'll be crying as he fired a man, and probably give him like a severance pack. He's just a good dude. I don't think he want to do that. Jones Bone said there would be an argument against Terry if he was like Howie Roseman in Philly. Philly is going to build their team through the trenches and QB no matter who the coach is. As long as Howie is there, Terry doesn't have that power, so he's in a position to get players his coaches want. That's a great point. Man, Jones hitting home runs today.
Jones.
Dude. Jones on a roll.
And we're going to do a few more comments, man, and wrap this up because we've been on since the second half started, basically. And I don't know about you, Mike, but I'm starving.
I'm starving. I haven't had. Hey,
dog, text from Lee and Amanda, like, hurry the hell up. I'm hungry. So,
dog, I'm going to tell you something, John. I'm sitting here today like, I just want something to feel good today. And for y'all that know, I'm a mostly vegan. I'm sitting here while y'all in the thing, just thinking to myself, what's the best hamburger? What's the best fast food hamburger? I think I'm going to Checkers right after this and get sick to my stomach. I don't care.
Oh God.
Yeah. Checkers or Burger King, maybe. I don't know.
Dude, I haven't had Burger King in so long.
I don't know where to go, y'all. Somebody tell me who got. I'm not going to what's the name? McDonald's. I don't eat that. But who got the best fast food burger? Because that's where I'm going.
Fast food, but Checkers isn't a bad call. I mean, for what it is. I mean, it's
been
forever since I had that too.
Hamburger.
Yeah. Nick, what's up, man?
Nick, thank you, buddy. Yo, finally a time I can watch you like James Jones. Falcons, please draft Bo Nix or Michael Penix. Sure enough, I could tell before the season that they didn't have enough stretch to stretch the field. Yep. Gotta get a speedy, explosive guy. Nick Toddy, that's a great name. Can someone tell me what the deal is? We're really after today. What pick we get from?
It was a third. I think a third is pretty much secured. I think if they decide to extend him, I think it goes to a second. So I think now it's on the Jags. I think he's done everything he was supposed to do for us to have a third.
He
So
did.
which
He
is
balled
awesome.
out.
That's great. Yeah.
Mhm.
So we would have won a division if I was the QB. I mean, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I still got something left, buddy.
I'm telling you, Johnny still got it in him. Marquise said clearly if Kyle Pitts was used like when Matt Ryan was here, things will be better. How does he only get 2 or 3 targets per game? It's ridiculous. I wouldn't be surprised if he went out. Show enough said Wallace said they need McKay. They need to leave McKay alone because he's not the problem and he's not the precedent. He gets shot every chat.
I mean, exactly. Yeah.
He just catches stray. He's guilty by association. Ant, what up, Ant? I want to jump on the coaches and the players like dude did that judge in the new meme. Just sit, at the press conference, just jump on Arthur. Wallace said, absolutely. And that's what GMs do, get the players their head coach wants. Sure enough, only drawback is that many qualified coaches, only drawback is that so many qualified coaches will be in the playoffs. There will be a delay in interviewing. Blank has to get it right this time. He will, buddy. Hardee's. All right. I never heard
Mike. And Wendy's is solid too. Wendy's
is solid. Wendy's in walking distance.
You should get one of those.
I'm going to Wendy's then.
You should get one of the. I haven't had it yet. But you should get the Baconator on the pretzel bun. It looks damn good. It looks fat and disgusting, but it looks really good.
Right after this,
it looks really good.
Yeah.
But man. So overall, like I said, we'll close it down here, man. But it's like I said. I mean, disappointed. I'm never okay with losing to the Saints, man, ever. But I wanted to be competitive in the game. Like I wanted it to be if we were going to lose, like at least be competitive. And it wasn't even close to competitive. It was in the first half. Then they just ran away with it in the second half because the offense.
John.
Yeah.
Here's what I want to do here, John. Mm-hmm. I want you to give me your season wrap up. Just the totality of what you experienced during this season, and I just want you to get it off. Just give me your season wrap up, buddy. Your emotional right after the game season wrap up. Let's go, Johnny Yates.
10 stages of Falcons fans. I went through every damn stage multiple times, some all in the same game.
Yeah.
I mean, I was out of my Falcon mind to begin the season and, and just happy with everything, the way stuff was going. And first 2 games is like, okay, we're 2-0, maybe a little shaky, but defense stepped up 1-1. Bijan 1-1 basically with his legs. Like, quarterback wasn't having to do too much. I'm like, all right, we're good and we're going off good here. Then we lose the next 2, don't look that great, and start throwing picks and start turning the ball over at a higher rate. And got a little bit more skeptical as the season went on that maybe the QB was not the right QB, and that was for both guys. It wasn't. And look, Taylor came in that Tennessee game. We thought, damn, okay, where has this been? We could have had this going on weeks ago. Well, let's go. And you put him in. He was terrible at Minnesota. He was terrible at Arizona. He was okay in Indianapolis because he didn't have to do that much during the Indianapolis game except just make check down throws. And he did have one good throw to Pitts. Played last week, was god awful against the Bears. Maybe the worst game against the Bears. Just a mixture of emotions, dude. Like it was overall just disappointed as hell because we were supposed to be talking about winning the division and going to the playoffs, period. Like with the schedule we had, the players we had amassed, the defense, the performance they had on defense, the run game that should have still, again, I know it took a step back. You're still a top 10 run game. Like all that should have ended with us winning this division. As shitty as it is, we should have won this division this year with 10 wins, 10, 11 wins, and so just disappointing, man. That's just not at all how I wanted it to go. I don't know how anybody wanted it to go, obviously. So, but it's been fun doing it. It's always fun doing the shows, man. Like it's been great doing the previews and the recaps and all the stuff we've done in between. Like I hate it when the season ends because like that's what we look forward to is talking about the games. Not that we won't have, like I said, we're gonna have plenty to talk about in the off season just because of everything going on. But it's just so much fun to talk about the games and get excited about. And I mean, the next season. With assuming we're going to have a new coach, a new quarterback that's going to have the fans excited. I hope, cross my fingers. Maybe hopefully some more talent on the offense, maybe few more pieces on defense, pass rusher. I mean, I think we're as crazy as it sounds after we just watched this shit on TV. I think we're going to be trending in the right direction.
There you go. This
coming season. We're going to be coming back up this next season. I feel it, man. I think regardless, like I said, not that there's only, I'm not going to say there's only one way to go is up because, you could get worse technically, but with the talent we have, I just don't see how a competent head coach, a good offensive scheme can let it kind of get. And look, we will have a tougher schedule next year too. Ain't going to be no joke. So they're going to have to compete and win. But I do think overall we'll be headed in the right direction. So it's not all bad. It's just, as a season, not what I wanted, man. What about you?
Same. I'm gonna be
Yeah.
honest, man. It's just that I know I feel like this. My pissed offness is gone, and I feel like it's a tweakable thing. Because I feel like when you get to the point where you say it's an overall beautiful picture, it's just like one or two things to tweak or to go get. I feel like if you go get those, I'm gonna be right. I don't care what I say now. When you go get those one or two pieces, I'm gonna be right back in full. We won the Super
Yep.
Bowl now because that's all we needed was this. And we got it now. So now ain't nobody gonna be able to stop us. We putting 42 on anybody. I'm gonna be right there the minute we get a quarterback. It could be any quarterback. It'd be Kirk Cousins, Russell Wilson. I'm gonna say because that's all it is. It's the great defense. It's the great offense. It just need a quarterback and a coach. That's what, man. These are that's two things. So I feel like I got a great outfit with it's just two buttons missing, and I'm gonna go get them two buttons. I'm gonna go get them two buttons from Burlington Coat Factory, and I'm gonna sew them on. I'm gonna sew them on, and I'm gonna look amazing. You know what I mean? So I just feel like, man, I'm happy. I'm happy. I think it was a great season for us. It was a great season.
As a podcast, yes.
He said. So Show Enough said, "Thanks, guys. It's been great to be heard."
Absolutely, dude. Thank you.
It's just been a great season for the podcast, and it was fun today. I mean, for us to have lost the way we lost to the Saints, to be laughing, drinking, and having fun is insane. And so y'all made my day. I am not mad. I'm not disappointed. We getting a high draft pick. We getting a brand new coach, and we getting a quarterback. So I'm all smiles, man. And I love my Falcons. Win, lose, or draw, man. Out of my
100%, man. So people appreciate you, dude, man. It was fun, man. And yeah, we do have a harder schedule for sure. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And perfectly way to end it, man.
Last game was a microcosm of the season. 100%. Turnovers, lack of in-game adjustment. Sealed their fate. Yep.
No consistency, man. No consistency. Yeah. At all.
Better than ever. But here's the good part about that, y'all. The merchandise is gonna dip. Go get it now. Go get it in like a week or two.
That's true. Check out Fanatics.
That shit you're gonna be able to go get a jersey for $40 in a minute.
Yep.
Just save your money.
Yeah. So anyway, guys, thank y'all again. If y'all are here for both the live stream and the of the game and the show here, we appreciate y'all so much, man, for supporting us all season long. It's been great. It's been fun. We've grown like crazy on YouTube and on like the other platforms. It's been awesome. Just amazing. I can't thank you guys enough for tuning in and just keep coming back. I said, we'll be getting into the draft pretty soon. We'll be still doing a show. We're going to do a show every week on the during the playoffs, just talking about the playoffs. And again, whatever news pops in about the Falcons, we'll be talking about that. More than likely, we'll be doing a show tomorrow. Maybe only 30 minutes, but it's going to be a show tomorrow. Depends how much y'all want to talk. If the Falcons do make a move on the coach, we'll come on and talk about it. Just keep your eyes again on Twitter, and I'll get it scheduled on YouTube so you guys can get it. If you're subscribed, you'll get a notification that we're going to go live. So that's a good reason to go subscribe. But again, thank you guys so much, man. Can't say it enough. And like the video, subscribe to the channel. You can follow us on X at Out of Your Effing Mind, on Instagram and TikTok, Out of Your Falcon Mind. If you want to email us, man, anything. If it's just the chat doesn't have enough words, enough space for you to get your thoughts out, or neither does X, you can email us atlfalconfancast@gmail.com. We'll be happy to read it here on the show if you'd like us to. But that's it, man. We again, not the way we wanted to go out, but we had a hell of a time this year doing it, and we'll start the next season 4 coming up, buddy, of Out of Your Falcon Mind.
I love it. And I wanted to add on to this. Please subscribe to the platforms, because we don't stop this. And that's I always say this. If you go to Out of Your Falcon Mind, it just encompasses so much. It's just it's crazy. So it's Out of Your Falcon Mind. It don't have to be football season. We go year round, and it go off the rails sometimes. If y'all know, we talk about food, we talk about life. Just Out of Your Falcon Mind, we talk about a lot of crazy things. So we got things on all platforms. This stuff I can put on TikTok that I don't put on Instagram, or I don't put on YouTube because I don't want to get demonetized or anything like that. It's stuff that me and John will put on YouTube that is not on Instagram. So I would just encourage you, if you can, you don't have to, but if you got time, just go subscribe to all the platforms so that when we do post something, you don't miss it and you can be a part of it. Because we do go year round, and we got clothes, we got merchandise. It's a year round podcast. So don't be sad the season over, because we will give the players grades. We got a lot of fun stuff coming. We will go do the draft. We will keep it coming. And if y'all know, if you've been with us from the beginning, we grew the most in the off season.
Yeah.
Because we kept it. It was a lot of craziness and nonsense and funny stuff going on. So just want to thank y'all and say, please subscribe to all the platforms. It means a whole lot if you can leave us a 5-star review. If you like it, you don't have to. And if you do watch us on anything you like, if it's a Twitter post that John posts and you like what he wrote, hit the like button. If it's a TikTok and you laughed, press the like button. And just anything, those things all help us grow. And the last thing I want to say is I commend y'all because this past season we grew like in an amazing amount. And that was because of you all sharing links and retweeting and reposting and liking stuff. When you like stuff, I didn't notice it get pushed out to more people when you like it. So I just want to thank y'all and say keep hitting that like button and keep sharing it, and we'll keep rocking all year long until next season when we start those 10 stages all over again and we claim we're going to the Super Bowl in preseason.
Yep. Yeah, we've been stage 9 now for weeks, and we're about to enter stage 10 in about 2 days. We'll be right back. We'll be right back. Yep. And so, yeah, man. So thank you guys. And we'll see you probably tomorrow, more than likely, but we'll see. Maybe tomorrow. But then later on in the week, we'll probably do a show, like I said, with our buddy Steven. Does a lot of film work on QBs. We'll have a lot of knowledge on that stuff, so it'll be fun to talk with Steven about that. And then, like I said, let's just look for some of the recaps on the season. Mike and I will have out pretty soon on defensive and offensive, and like I said, special teams with the players, stuff like that, and kind of how we thought they did this year, and what guys we want back, what guys we're okay with them taking a walk, and maybe even the coaching staff too. So we'll see. But anyway, you guys have a great rest of your night, man. I want to get some food, and I'm actually going to get some food. Been a hell of a day. We'll catch y'all later on, man. Mike, take us out, brother.
Out of your Falcon mind. Peace.